That's what Land's son preferred himself as on the Best Man last chapters.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
So that shit ain't coming back, huh? That really was the last chapters.
No, that was the last. I think that was it, bro. That's it.
That's
that's wild. That's a weird way to end it, though.
It didn't end how I thought it was gonna end it, but
that's why I say it was weird.
But then again, I truthfully don't know how I thought it was going to end. To be honest with you.
Yeah. They probably see. This is what makes me think that, like, okay, now you didn't put that on the streaming service, right? And you felt the need, I guess, the movie just wasn't gonna be it, so you gotta separate it and make it into a short series. And I wonder what the numbers. I wonder what the numbers did.
Okay, I'm a little confused because I had to text somebody. What are we talking about?
Best Man Holiday. I mean, Best Man Final Chapter.
Oh, okay. What was it again?
Okay, so I said that was originally supposed to be a movie.
Yes.
And I'm like, since you turned it into a series, I wonder what the fuck the numbers did.
What you mean?
Like, what was the final numbers? Like, how much? Who watched? Like, how much y'all watching the first 24 hours? All that shit. You feel me?
Oh, you talking about streaming numbers?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm talking about the numbers. What the numbers came back was because.
What made you just think about that?
Because, like, I honestly feel like it would have been better as a movie, and y'all, we should have went to go see that shit. Like, cause now I feel like that shit was cheap. That was cheap compared to, like, I'm so used to them as a movie. I'm so used to seeing them on the movie.
Well, I got not really a counter argument, but I got something to add.
They got to tell a lot more of a story, though.
I feel it.
Okay, let's see what's going on here. When it debuted in December of 2022, it was number one for streaming series for Black American audiences over the first 2 weeks of its release or something like that.
Okay.
I'm trying to find the actual numbers here. It was the first miniseries for Peacock to hit the Nielsen top 10 streaming ranks, which is a good thing.
Okay. Yeah.
So I assume a lot of people watched it.
Right.
It doesn't really say how many.
Right. Yeah. Which is cool. That, like, you know, like, I just felt like it was like I felt like
missed an opportunity.
Yeah, they missed the opportunity.
To be honest with you, I don't actually fully agree with that, only because you don't want all these ideas to come up in a movie and you feel like they introduce some ideas and then they don't see them through because they got to cut so much out.
Okay.
You know, for movie, you know what I'm saying? Whereas if you put it in a TV show or a miniseries, you have more opportunity and more time to tell the story you want to tell without having to compromise touch it.
Okay.
It's kind of like with, what's that movie? Justice League. You watch the original cut of Justice League, a lot of that shit ain't gonna make sense. Right. You watch the 4-hour version and everything makes sense.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, they gave you way more detail.
And then to add to the TV show miniseries format, Marvel, you know, making all these TV shows and shit. And some of the TV shows you watch and you be like, why didn't they make this a movie?
Why?
For example, like Loki or what's that one, Falcon and Winter Soldier, or WandaVision. Just to name some of the like really good ones. In show format, you can tell more story. You know, as opposed to movie format, you can only tell a specific story. You can't really veer too far away from it. Outside of the little teasers for future movies that they put in.
Yeah, Marvel stretching themselves kind of thin.
They are, but there's some gems in the rough. I know the movies have been, the movies haven't been terrible. They've just been kind of subpar. You know.
What we used to.
Exactly. The TV shows probably are better than the movies right now. Probably.
Absolutely.
But I think it's because, with Robert Downey not being Iron Man no more and Chris Evans not being Captain America no more because both those heroes are gone, they want to do like they do in the comics. Like they want to make other properties part of the universe because they are part of the universe. But something that I've been learning is that not every hero or villain ain't gonna translate to a normal audience. Like if you know what you know, you gonna fuck with it regardless. But if you a casual moviegoer and you got invested into Marvel just based off the movies, you ain't watching TV shows, you ain't reading no comic books, the shit gonna confuse you. And it might not translate well.
Right.